Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. The Jester Chrome ECU Turbo Rebuild Kit. Now, I've opened this one only just to make sure all the contents were in there. I have not opened this one just yet, but let's just take a look at what is inside. Okay. Stuff. Put that up there. Oh, what was it? What was it? What the heck? It's a rubber ducky. Wonder if it squeaks. Probably not. But it's a rubber ducky, dude. It's awesome. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What else we got? Alright, so here is the prize gem. Looky here, looky here. 1991 to 93 US spec. Let's cut this baby open. Dang, they must love the 3D printers. Alright, so here we have the AWD1 to AWD2 converter with the ECU plug, and looks like it has the pins as well. And then here looks like they are 3D printing their products, which is kind of cool actually. But this is the ECU. It's actually cooler than I thought it was going to come out. It's got the chromed V2 update in it. It's the Jester. It's like literally engraved right here, 3D printed. Oh no, there's a small crack. Oh man. I mean, hopefully it doesn't mess up the mounting at all. Probably happened when they were putting this in. Cracked it. Damn. Alright. Well, that's cool. There's just no way to open it either, so it's definitely a sealed item. So, yeah. Super lightweight. Probably weighs like only a couple ounces. And looks like you put that in there. Oh, terrible. Terrible. The 3D printing is not on lock, man. What is this? This does not fit that. Which is pretty sad. It's actually just a little bit smaller. The hole's a little bit smaller. So I can probably actually just trim that out, to be honest. But yeah, this is a little smaller than as big this is. Or I could just trim this off a little bit. Maybe that could do it, but yeah. I might just trim this off a little bit, just this edge. It's kind of got like a little bit of an edge right here. So, what are you doing, Quando? Oh, he's already in the boxes. Little diagram. Not super detailed info, but at least they gave you some sort of info. Awesome. So it's pretty cool. Little 3D printed body. It sucks because it's cracked, but hopefully that doesn't do anything to the overall product. Got a little J right there. I mean, it looks sleek. Don't get me wrong. It looks very sleek. Aha! So, after some force, I have managed to get it into the base. So, maybe I can... Aha! Awesome. So, luckily their 3D printed part did work. I just had to put a little bit of extra force into it. There we go. Awesome. Sweet. Well, that works. This is now... Dang, it's just like, how lightweight that is. Like, this is just barely bending off all that pressure. Just this little thing can pick up this whole thing right over here. Super lightweight. Alright, now we gotta take the other one out and put this one in. Alright, so I have taken off the two side panels and disconnected the bolts to take the ECU out. I have disconnected the old ECU. I guess I can have this as a spare. And then here's the new one. It's literally like maybe 1/100th of the weight. Jester. Okay, so I have just connected the 2 pins to the old OBD1 connector. Okay, so the old OBD1 connector is here, and I've just put in this red and black wire. I put the black wire into pin 6 up top right, and I put the red wire into pin 2, second down on the left. That's what the diagram says, at least. So now I'm going to route this wire up and around the pedals to the ECU and wrap it up here so I can plug it in to the new ECU and have a OBD2 port, so I can now check my engine when I need to. So let's get back to it, and all right. Okay, we're upside down, and I've routed that red wire up and around, so now I can hook it to the ECU with no problem, and I can tuck it with the rest of the wires without having it get in the way. I'm probably gonna hook it up with a couple of what do you call those things? All these thingies. Anyways, I'm gonna hook them up with a couple of those so the wires aren't hanging, and then I'm just gonna plug the ECU in, put it back together. All right, back to you, Sid. Have the OBD2 conversion cable of the 3 original stock plugs. Now this is a plug and play, so I'm just going to plug everything in. So for this one, I believe should be this plug, OBD1 to OBD2 conversion plug. And then we're going to take the other stock plugs. So this guy goes here, this guy goes up top, right? Yeah, and this guy goes right here. Yep, got a little more light. Now I have to flex this all the way in there. Now since it is lighter weight, it is gonna, suffer a little bit because it is now weaker as a product because the material is not as strong. A little bit better angle for y'all. Okay, so pretty much I do have the ECU in place. Just have to get past this last little cord, and voila. Okay, so now we want to get the backside ECU all the way in, and looks like we are just about there. So managed to get it in. Goes on the inside, then the screw goes right on in, attaches to the mounting bracket, and that little piece actually right there. And then you have the rest of it. And then I gotta get those 2 screws in. Everything's plugged in, so before I get those screws in, I'm actually gonna turn it on really quick to make sure everything runs right. All right, I just got to plug this in. This goes right in there. Voila. And I now have an OBD2 sensor. And I can honestly just put it right there. I'm probably going to drill it right there. Easy plug, easy play. I'm going to use this. This is actually going to be for the Tactrix tuning system. So as soon as I can start tuning, that'll be when I pretty much when I start using that. Yeah, so let's get the car started and see how it runs. Seems to be running all right. Nothing out of the ordinary. Which is a good sign. Everything is turning on. I have no check engine light. Awesome. Sweet. Looks like it works. Well, I've done it. Now officially done the ECU conversion. Pretty easy, not gonna lie. I can start tuning soon. Got my AWD 2 port hooked up, ready to go. And car is on, running. Everything seems fine. There's no check engine light. Check engine light came on, then turned off. So that is pretty much the notification that the ECU is working or is getting power. I still gotta let it warm up, which is now it's warm. I'm gonna take it for a quick test drive and see where I'm at. We'll go from there. The new ECU is in the car. It actually sounds a little bit different. It actually has a little bit more of a growl to it. It's doing great. I'm really happy it's in there. Soon I'm going to be ordering that Tatrix adapter, and I can begin tuning the car. Got big things to come. Before I do that, I need to rebuild this turbo though. So this weekend, hopefully I'm going to be able to get to tearing that car apart. Hopefully tomorrow morning I can start tearing that car apart and actually just really get down to the details. I got to get the rear turbo out. I also got to replace my spark plug valve cover seal. So once I replace my spark plug valve cover seals, I shouldn't have any more oil in the spark plugs. The new spark plugs are in there now. When I'm changing the valve cover spark plug gaskets, I'm also going to have the access to get to the rear turbo, since I'm going to have to take off the intake plenum, etc. So I'm going to do that probably at the same time. And I have this rebuild kit right here. I have not opened it yet. Bought it off eBay for 50 bucks. Like $8 for shipping. So hopefully I can rebuild the turbo, make it just like new, and just kind of go from there. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed the content. I'm trying to make some cool stuff happen, and I can't do it without you guys. So really appreciate it, actually. Thank you. I hope you love everything that I'm doing here. I'm really trying to help grow this channel. I'm doing what I can with what I got. So it would really mean a good amount if I could just make some good content for you guys and give you some good entertainment. Alright, thanks. Peace.